Hello, my name is Sean, and I'll be doing a tutorial on Sonic the Hedgehog. So, for this module, there is no edge work that's needed, so we're going to step right in. So, there's a couple things you could do. You could turn on and off the monitor. And you can press these four monitors, which each one will play sound or a theme song, or play start. However, it's not recommended to press start until we figure out all the themes from these four TV screens. The TV screens will always be in order, and each one is called, this is the running boots, this is invincibility, extra life, and rings. And they are all abbreviated like so. Running boots is abbreviated as RBT. The invincibility is abbreviated as IN. Extra life is abbreviated as EL. And finally, the rings is abbreviated as RG. So, as a diffuser, I have to relay to my expert what each sound is on each monitor. So, as a purpose for this, I'll be using the other manual, and you'll basically play all the sounds here. Now, with each sound, first we have the boss level theme, which is characterized as two alternating octaves accompanied by a low drum, concluding with a scary motif. It sounds like this. So you hear da 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 da. Those are the alternating octave notes. Breathe is two short, high-pitched squawking sounds, like parrot. Bumper is a single metallic ringing sound, almost like a dull bell. Continue is a happily twinkly sound that arpeggiates upwards in pitch before decreasing in volume. Very like pixie sound. Like the last, and drown is like the last of the water racing into a noisy drain. So you can kind of picturize all that water going through that noisy drain. Emerald is a little bit difficult. It's like a very futuristic sound. It's like halfway between a TARDIS materializing and a cat running across the keys of a Hammond organ. Extra life is a euphoric brass fanfare concluding with timpani, it sounds very like to the invincibility sound, but the timpani is the one that gives away that's the extra life. So you hear the timpani at the end, dun 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 dun, that's the extra life. Final zone, super high brass followed by scary drums. So kind of sounds almost like piccolo, but it's basically a very high-pitched brass in the beginning. And then finally you have invincibility, which is 5 snares followed by a bright fanfare, which will sound like the extra life, but the difference is it doesn't have as much timpani in it. Jump, a short upward sliding note. It sounds like a jump, as you would in regular video games. A lamppost is 2 distinct tones, like a futuristic doorbell. Sounds like that. And so the difference between bumper, which is a single tone, lamppost has 2 tones to it. Marble zone level theme is 3 hard-hitting notes before an octave drop. And the rest is like it, kind of like the melody goes upward into the sky kind of deal. Finally, we also have skid, which is 2 of the same tone, like a computer error sound. Da-da. And it does kind of like sound a skid if you were to do that in a video game. Spikes is a teeny high-pitched sound that slides even higher. So as jump slides like that, like do, spikes goes even higher, like spin is like a dentistro attacking a filling, is as it sounds. Definitely sounds like a dentistro. And then finally we have spring, which As the description sounds like a spring. Alright, after going through all of that, we're going to see what each monitor is playing. So for the first one, it's playing breathe. It's like squawking sounds. Next one, those are the alternating octave notes, so that's going to be the boss level theme. I like to put level theme there so I can see that. Next is the same thing, so I'll just copy that for that. And finally, the rings plays the continue sound, that pixie sound. Okay, after we got all that down, we're going to press start. And as the diffuser, we're going to tell our expert what's in the TV screen, which in this first one is the Motobug, which is right here. So the expert puts in Motobug, and don't erase any of this information because we're going to need all of it, and we can't press any of these TV screens as soon as we press start on this. So, Motobug, we're going to find Motobug as the column, as the row, and then we're going to go through these conditions to see which one is first to get our column. Is there a level theme? Yes, there's 2 level themes, so we're going to use column A. So, the first thing we should press is RG, which is the rings monitor. So relay back to our diffuser. Okay, press the rings. Okay, our next one is a falling Sonic, which is right over here. So we find falling Sonic as our row, and we're going to see which conditions apply to get our column. Does the extra life monitor play the extra life sound, or the invincibility monitor play the invincibility sound? No, they both play the boss level theme. So we're going through that. Is there a lamppost or a marble sound? Lamppost or marbles? None of those. Okay. Does the running boots monitor play the spin sound? No. Or the rings monitor play the spring sound? No. Was there a Motobug on level 1? Yes, there was a Motobug on level 1. So our column is D. And with this, we should play the invincibility monitor. So play back to our diffuser, play the invincibility. And finally, the red spring. We're going to go down to level 3, find red spring. Boosh. Now, does the extra life play monitor play the invincibility sound, or the invincibility monitor play the extra life sound? No, again, they both played the boss level theme. Was there a Buzz Bomber on level 1? No, and, well, I guess we can ignore this because that's an and. Was there a Drowned Sonic on level 2? No, or an Emerald sound? No. Is there a Spike sound? No, and a level theme? Well, we can skip that. Was there a Ball Hog on level 1? No. Or does the rings monitor play the continue sound? Yes, the rings monitor does play the continue sound. So for our last column, we're getting E. So with red spring and E, we're going to tell our diffuser, okay, press the running boots. He'll press the running boots, and that's a module diffused. Alright, we'll do this again. Get a new bomb. Let's write some information here. Okay. So, let's see what these monitors play. That sounds like the spring. That's the bumper. That's the spikes. And this is going to be the badger. Nah, it's just emerald. That futuristic sound. So, we're going to turn on Meet TV and start. So, first thing is Motobug. So, let's see. Motobug. Is there a level theme? No. Is there a repeated sound? No. Does the Running Boots monitor play the... Let's see. Running Boots probably the emerald or spikes? No. Otherwise, we're going to go to D. We're going to tell them, okay, press extra life. Okay, now here we have the annoyed Sonic. So we go down here. Find annoyed. Does the extra life play the extra life, or does the invincibility play the invincibility? No. Is there a lamppost or a marble sound? No. Does the ring boots play the spin sound, or the rings monitor play the spring sound? No. Was there a mobile bug on level 1? Of course there was. So with that, we're going to tell him, okay, press running boots again. I mean, not again. Well, you get the point. And then finally, is our last object is the red lamppost. Red lamppost is right there. Does the extra life play the invincibility, or does the invincibility play the extra life? No. Was there a Buzz Bomber on level 1 and an Annoyed Sonic on level 2? There wasn't Annoyed, but there wasn't a Buzz Bomber, so no. Was there a Drowned Sonic on level... No. Or an Emerald Sound? Yes, there is an Emerald Sound. So we're going to go to C then. Column C with red lamppost gives us invincibility, so press invincibility. Okay, so we're going to do one more very fast, and we'll get to actually diffusing it. Let's see, so let's clear all this information again. There we go. So let's see. That's the spin, because that's the dentist drill. Breathe. That sounds like Final Zone. Yeah, because it's the highest squeaking thing. And this is gonna be a level theme, I think. Let me just double check. I can always double check by going here. Final Zone. And was it? Yeah, it was. And then our rings place. Is that spring or jump? I always get confused by which one, if it's spring or jump. Yeah, it's spring. So, we're gonna turn the TV. What's this? Alright, so for this one we got crab meat. Let's see. Crab meat. Is there a level theme? Yes. So we're gonna play invincibility. Drown Sonic. Drown Sonic. Extra life, play extra life if it's no. Is there a lamppost or marble theme? No. Running boots play the spin. Yes, the running boots does play the spin sound. Or, okay, I think we can skip the rest. So it's gonna be C, which is another invincibility. And we have a blue lamppost. So blue lamppost. Extra life play invincibility, or invincibility play extra life. No. Was there Buzz Bomber? And no. Drowned Sonic on level 2 or an Emerald Sound? Yes, so we're gonna go to C, which is Rain Boots. Alright, so now after all that, I'm going to cover the screen. And I think for a good mention like this, I'm just not going to tell you what the name of the sounds, but I will play them for you. How's that? I'll even bump up the sound here so you can hear it. And I'll tell you each of the monitors. Okay, for the first one, I got a Burrowbot. And you can pause it whenever you feel like. Alright, I already got my first answer, so pause it whenever. So what I got for the first one is running boots. Okay, the next one I have is a dead Sonic. Alright, got my answer, if you want to pause right now. For this next one, I should play the Extra Life. If I have a red Spring. Alright, got my answer. So, pause it here again too. What I should press now is Extra Life. And that's it. So, and here's what I got for columns and rows. So, for the first column, I got A because there was a level theme. Because Ryan Boots played the Marble Zone theme, Invincibility plays the Emerald, Extra Life plays Drown, and finally the Rings played Skid. So, was there a level theme? Yes. Next one I got B because the Extra Life doesn't play an Extra Life, Invincibility doesn't play an Invincibility, excuse me. But there was a lamppost or Marble Zone sound, which is this right here. So our next column was B. And then finally, our last column is C because there was a, let's see, there wasn't a drowned, but there was an emerald sound played by the Invincibility. So, that's it for this tutorial. And until then, keep talking.